In one battle after another, Stephen Lockjaw emerges as a figure whose monstrous actions are driven not only by authoritarian ambition, but by a deeply fractured inner life. Though he rises to become one of the most feared security officials in the country, his name spoken with dread by the French 75, Lockjaw is, at his core, a man undone by the collision of his sexual repression, racial fetishization, and his desperate desire for approval from a white supremacist elite. The movie uses him to illustrate the idea that many people who wield unrestrained power are not paragons of strength, but profoundly insecure individuals hiding behind their institutions and uniforms.
You like black girls? I love them. I love them.
Lockjaw's fixation on Perfidia Beverly Hills is not love, nor even genuine attraction. It is a fetish shaped entirely by the racist environment that raised him. His desire for her grows not from connection, but from taboo. She represents everything his world tells him he should fear and reject. Because of this, Lockjaw is incapable of processing his attraction in any healthy way. Instead, it festers as a source of shame, rage, and secret longing, pushing him toward violence and obsession. And Lockjaw is never able to confront this dissonance. He cannot accept that he desires a black woman while serving as an enforcer of a worldview that dehumanizes her. His identity relies so heavily on belonging to racist institutions that acknowledging his attraction would shatter the very foundation of his life. So he buries it, weaponizes it, and ultimately lets it consume him. His yearning to be dominated, his humiliation fantasies, and his attraction to a woman his ideology forbids, all of these cause him to twist inward, hardening into an authoritarian caricature who polices others to avoid confronting himself. The more ashamed he feels, the more violent he becomes. His brutality is not strength but panic. His sexuality leads to insecurity and fear for his own desires.
Winning the Christmas Adventurers Club means that you are a superior man. Have you ever engaged in an interracial relationship?
No, sir.
And does it honor you to be considered for membership in our club?
It's a very deep honor, sir. Yes, it is.
Lockjaw's ultimate goal is to join the Christmas Adventurers Club, a cabal of far-right extremists whose approval functions like paternal validation. He treats them not as equals, but as father figures, older, sterner men whose acceptance would finally give him the emotional security he has lacked his entire life. When questioned by them, he responds not as a seasoned military officer, but as a trembling boy who wants to be told he has done well. This dynamic exposes a key theme in this movie. Oppressive institutions often attract people seeking the unconditional approval they never received elsewhere. Lockjaw's loyalty to the club is absolute, precisely because they represent the stern, hyper-masculine authority he admires and fears. He wants to belong to them so badly that he is willing to rewrite his entire identity to fit their expectations, except for the one part he cannot erase: the existence of his biracial daughter, a daughter he tries to kill in order to be accepted by them.
Do you think you're my daughter? If this doesn't line up, you'll go free. If this is a straight line, you got a problem.
The movie's ending delivers the ultimate irony. The club's momentary acceptance finally brings Lockjaw complete happiness. He looks like a little boy that just got what he wanted. This fragile moment of approval, his life's greatest longing, is immediately followed by betrayal. The club murders him because he fathered a biracial daughter. The very love, desire, and shame he spent decades suppressing becomes the reason his surrogate fathers execute him. Lockjaw destroys himself trying to be accepted by people who would never allow him to be fully human. His racism, his fetishization, his self-hatred, and his authoritarian loyalty form a feedback loop that ends in his annihilation. He chooses belonging over authenticity, cruelty over self-understanding, repression over healing, and those choices end up being his downfall.
I am a Christmas adventurer. I have a higher calling.
Congratulations, Steve. You're a Christmas adventurer.
Oh, Mommy, thank you, sir.
That Colonel Stephen J. Lockjaw is the father of a mixed-race child. It's black.
I've been the cool dad that you could say anything to.
Taking this all in, Lockjaw is exposed as a deeply pathetic figure. Behind the brutality and the uniform is a man who walks awkwardly, grooms himself strangely, clings to racist dogma, and cannot reconcile his desires with his ideology. His fear of discovery, his inability to accept his own sexuality, and his longing for a paternal authority figure render him not fearsome but pitiable. His villainy is inseparable from his self-loathing. He is a man whose cruelty serves as a mask rather than an extension of confidence. Through him, the movie shows us that the people who enforce oppressive systems are often the most trapped, insecure, and emotionally stunted participants. When stripped of the institutions that protect them, they reveal not strength, but fragility. This is not justification, but understanding, as the tyrant, Lockjaw, in this case, is simply a terrified man desperate to belong, and in that pursuit, he will destroy everything around him.
Why is your shirt so tight?
I'm not gay, if that's what you're saying.
I didn't say that.
I'm not a homosexual.